what time it is. It's WTNT's 107.7. Q in the streets. I got your country cutie cakes in the building.
Hey.
And I got the smoothest talking asshole. I know the man with the plan, Enrique Fan. Yeah. We have a special guest in the building.
Yeah.
We have Chrissy Collins in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
What it do?
Hey, boo.
Hi, darling.
Oh,
in the streets.
We go, yeah. So we
in the streets.
Hey, in the streets. Ooh, I thought it was a little jingles coming. Not yet.
I'm gonna get you one.
Well, this is we gonna start it since you know everybody else. Like you family to everybody else, and you gotta welcome me in. Like you just gotta welcome me in.
Where you been?
I don't know, man. Up under a rock or something.
You've been under a rock.
Like you in here, Q knows about you, and you and Enrique talking about family reunions and stuff.
Like, you know, but I don't sugar.
Because life for me ain't been no crystal stale.
I wanna know where you been. It's Rico's fault.
It is.
Start from the beginning of Chrissy Collins.
Got you.
Let's start all the way from the beginning.
In the very beginning, I'm originally from Niagara Falls, New York. Okay. So while I was there, a little youngin', me and my family and my sisters, we had a gospel group called
First of all, your whole
Sisters.
family sings.
Yes.
The entire family.
The entire family. Down. You know, we like to have fun, but I didn't really want to be a singer. My sister was the lead singer, Mika. And from there, we moved to Atlanta because we had a record deal, and the record company was based here in Atlanta. So we came here, didn't really like it because, of course, it's the South. You know, all we know is North living. I mean, Niagara Falls is right next to Canada, so we like Canadian.
Right.
So anyway, you know, we got here and we did things with our gospel group, and then we, you know, grew up. And I don't even know, you know, when God has a plan, He has a plan. And I didn't really want to sing. I was like, you know, I'm good, and
it's always the ones who can sing that be like, you know,
I couldn't sing. I couldn't sing. I wasn't a singer in the family.
So what happened?
Let's see. What happened was I started singing in church choir. And then they made me be a lead singer, and I would fight them every Sunday because I didn't want to sing lead. It was too much work. I didn't like people. I didn't want to talk to nobody. Sing tenor, I'm good. But the church that I went to, Open Door Outreach Center, way out in College Park.
So you Georgia girl for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
College Park. So way out here. College Park. They something in me.
Somebody said, "Hey, First Lady."
Who?
Somebody said, "Hey, First Lady."
Well, who in the world? I didn't get the memo. No.
Obviously they did.
No, but see, it's so funny because they made me be there, and then what happened was, as I was singing, a director of a choir came in and was like, you know, we want you to be in the choir. That was B. Chase Williams and Shabak. So I was with them for a long time, sung on projects and with him, and during the rehearsal, another director came that was doing plays. A good man is hard to find. So they casted me, actually asked me if I wanted to come and be a part, do an audition. And I was like, all right, you know, sure, you know. I didn't know what I was doing because I never acted before. Brought the roles to me. He had me read for like 3 people, and he was like, you know, what's something different about you? You crazy. I don't know what I want to put you in. And at the time, I was working a 9 to 5. I was working for an insurance company. Actually, it was a place called Factory Mutual, and I worked with a lot of insurance for fire and water. So I was not even in the music industry. I wasn't even thinking about it at all. So the decision came, and I was like, dog, what should I do? My mom was like, well, I support you 100%. And my dad was like, well, you a single mama and you need to stay home and be with your daughter. And I was like, well, I don't want to go through life with shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yeah.
So then I quit my job.
And just look.
Let me tell you how my boss was like, girl, yes, you don't belong here.
They encouraged you.
No, because I would sleep in the fire room every day. Every day I find a reason
well,
to go
you're
to the fire
encouraging
room.
Rainey right now because because she does the same thing on her job.
It's not for us.
Exactly.
When you have a gift, and we know, for me, it's like your gift will make room for you, God.
Yeah.
That's what I stand on. But I had to stand on it. It's a difference in knowing the word, and it's a difference in standing on the word.
Right.
You're standing on it, and you believe in the promise. You see what I'm saying? So I believed enough on the promise, and I know this is a faith walk, and I left benefits and everything to come and follow my now my journey, and I didn't understand it because I didn't want to do it. I wanted to be a veterinarian. That's all I wanted to do.
You want to do what you want to do instead of letting God do what He want to do.
So when I decided to do that, that's when the doors started opening. I started doing the plays, working the Chitlin circuit. Then I started doing studio
It's
work.
funny that you say that because I was just. Have you seen the actress' new show?
Yeah.
And I didn't know people actually use that term.
The Chitlin circuit?
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
people just freely say that. I thought like us, like black people just say that.
No.
But like that's like a thing where people like, oh yes, honey, we run the Chitlin circuit. I'll be like,
Right.
I didn't know that was like a thing
Because
that
you know-
actors and actresses really say. Like,
because the Chitlin circuit is the D and the C markets that everybody
Right.
forget about.
Right,
It's
right,
like
right.
you always want to go and sing at the other markets, the A and the B, and maybe the C. You'll touch on them every now and again.
Yeah.
But the D and the C markets, that's where the love is. Like, that is where our Black Broadway is.
so
you know?
what was the moment you became quote unquote Chrissy Collins? Because you've been in the game for a long time.
I've sung background for a lot of people and did a lot of studio work.
And
Yeah.
like, you know, for a person like myself, I can go back and be like, okay, I knew she did that, boom, boom. But for a person like Rainey who may not know, you mind throwing a few names out there? Or projects or
Okay, so I did a song on Luther Vandross CD when he was alive. I worked with Gloria Gaynor, Monica, Kelly Price. I was with Kelly Price for 10 years.
and Kelly is the same.
For them,
Right.
yeah.
So to speak with her speaks volumes.
So what was it
That's how I met Tyler.
that picked and been like, you know, we know she can sing and do plays and stuff, but what was that moment that said, okay, we're gonna actually, you know, we're taking you serious now, and you don't work with Luther Vandross. That's serious.
You know what? I don't even know. All I can say is that, again, when God has a plan, He has a plan.
So
I
doors
never
just started
auditioned for
opening.
anything.
Oh wow.
I've never, even with Beyonce, I've never auditioned. I didn't audition for Tyler.
Oh really?
No.
Wow.
That was God. It was just, I spoke things into existence and I believed it and I left it alone. That was it. That was it.
All right.
Lord, the lottery is at 586 million, and
We don't even gotta buy
the
tickets.
vision that
Listen.
I see, vision, Father,
The
that
vision that I see. But here's the thing: it's like each and every one of us, besides what y'all doing right now, y'all have something else, and there's another gift that lies within you. And because we don't step out on it, it stays dormant, and we don't speak nothing to us. So you got to speak it and believe it.
Come
and
on,
watch
speak
work
it. Let us
You
know.
know what I'm
Let
saying?
us tell us.
And so that's how this whole thing came about. It was just like I was properly positioned.
Well, let me. So many different routes. Properly positioned. I'm not gonna, you know, piggyback off the names that you did say, but one that I will say, Tyler Perry. That was a major platform for you and your career. How do you feel? What level? Like, how do you feel like it helped your career? Because you did background vocals for so many people. So to come to no longer being a background vocalist, but to step into the front of the stage and be like, okay, I'm Chrissy Collins today. But we've known you to be a background singer for so long. Were you nervous?
With Tyler, I was kind of nervous, a little bit. I didn't know what to expect. Let me put it like that. When I met Tyler doing Kelly Price, I was supposed to do her play, and that didn't happen. So I started doing my other stuff, singing background, this and the third. And when me and him met up, it was just like we met up at Apache. That's when. Be very careful. You never know who you're gonna meet anywhere.
That's Midtown.
Okay.
Wow, Tyler Perry's at Apache?
Yeah, he was at Apache listening to some music.
Does stuff like that a lot.
Yes, a lot of people go to these open mics and you don't even know they're there. I didn't even know he was there. He pulled me and said, "Let me come. I need to talk to you." And I was like, "What's going on?"
Did you know who he was?
I knew who he was, but I was just like, "Why he want to talk to me? What
Right.
happened? What happened?
Rep
What
checks and
happened?"
stuff.
You know?
Right.
I was like, "Oh,
Y'all
oh."
still in line?
Right.
And he was like,
Mom,
why?
we ain't gonna
He said, why you not at rehearsals? And I was like, nothing. He said, something happened. I was like, nothing. I said, I don't bash nobody.
Right.
You'll find out whatever you find out. I just know for me, it wasn't the proper time for me. And he was like, okay, I respect that, but I'm mad because I had to change the play around because they said they needed you in the play and now you're not there. And I was like, well, sorry. And then he came back. I did, it was like not even 3 weeks. 2 weeks later, I seen him again, and he was just like, "I'm sorry for coming down on you. What you doing for the next 2 years?" And I was like, "Working." And he was like, "Yeah, okay. So let me get your number, and I'm gonna have my assistant call you because I got something going on, and I'm thinking about you." And I was like, "All right, cool." They called me. Now I'm thinking he want me to do background because all you do is
That's
you
all
see me sing. I know you didn't come and see me in any of the plays that I've done. And then he had me play. He's like, okay. When I got the the packet, it was a script, and I was like, oh, okay, so
Where's the
okay.
songs?
Here the song is, hear the songs, and okay, this is what he want me to do. And then I
Right.
saw some highlights. I was like, who is Chico? So am I singing a song for her and everything? So I called and I was like, okay, I got my script and I see where the songs are at.
Right.
But there's some highlighted areas. And I need, is that where a song is gonna go? They're like, no, you're playing Chico. I was like, oh.
Somebody showed me how to do
The little praise.
I said, oh, okay.
Right.
I was like, okay, so tell me about this. That Chico is, you know, she in jail. I said, okay, and she like Medea. I said, oh, okay, all right. So that made me have to really step up and like, okay, you know what? I don't have that many lines, but what I have to make it effective. So I had to watch a lot of the prison movies with the women, and you know, I had to give my little walk, and then I was like, well, I got to be different, so I need to make sure I draw some teardrops on my face.
Oh, that was real
and
smooth.
to make sure that, you know, they know that I didn't kill some people. That's why I'm up in here. And every night I would change it. It would be like a long, they were like, what is that? I was like, that's a family. and then one night it was a big one, and they was like, what? I said, why? They said, why is it so big?
That was a big
I said,
boy.
that was a big person. So I mean, you know, I try to put humor. I'm a humor. I love making people laugh.
When he used to come, I'm from North Carolina, so when y'all used to come to Fayetteville, North Carolina, I never missed a show.
Wow.
So when I see, the play was going on, the actor was good. Tyler always pulls some amazing actors, some amazing singers. So a lot of them are my friends closely. When you sing the song you sing in the top of that jail cell, I was like, who is that? I was full face of tears. Like I was just like, I don't think we've ever been that moved. Not me, because I'm around singers all the time. But to be that moved, and then the saxophone, because I am a saxophonist.
That was Mike Burton from the Good Time Brass Band.
From then on, I was like, I love this lady. Like you killed that. I know people ask you to sing that song all the time. Does that get on your nerves?
They don't ask me to sing it.
They don't? Gosh, I would just feel like people would walk around and just ask you to sing, like you go to churches and stuff.
It's crazy. Before I got what B they did, when I got with her, they did.
Really? So let's talk about, well, we're not going to talk about B, but we will talk about.
We can touch on some stuff.
We can touch on some stuff?
We can touch on a little bit.
Okay, Rain, just touch the hem of her thing right there, because I feel like that's the closest we're going to get to Beyonce.
But here's the thing. But let me see, you're so stupid. But listen though, this is the crazy thing. By me being with Tyler, that opened up the door for me to be with B, because we did the Kodak Theater in LA, and her creative director, Kim Burse, who's originally from here, she was in the audience, and they were like, do you know what? And she came backstage and she was just like, when you get your first CD, I want the bootleg copy. And I was like, okay, and I walked away.
Beyonce?
No, that was her
Creative director.
Her creative director. Now, her creative director,
okay.
she's the one, Kim Burse is the one who is responsible for getting Destiny's Child their first record deal. And she's been with them since.
Right.
So, they was like, my tour manager was like, you know who that is? I was like, no. He was like, that's Kim Burse. I was like, okay.
You just be so, when you meeting all these people, you just be like so zoned out. We'd have been like bouncing off the wall.
No, because they just like me. They just like
I
you.
mean, I understand that.
Back like everybody else.
I had to learn that. I had to learn it, even though I was working with a lot of people, and like afterwards, I would be like, doggone, wow, did that just happen? But at first, I'd be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So here it is, we exchange numbers, but here, this is the way, and this is just for anybody everybody that's listening, and for y'all, I never asked her for a job.
Relationship.
I never asked her for one because I said, you know what I do. And if you need me, you know you can call me.
Exactly.
I'm not pushing my gift on nobody, just like I'm not going to prostitute my gift.
Yeah.
So therefore, this is what it is. You know, we became friends. I made sure she ate. She's diabetic and everything. And she called one day. I was like, you all right? She's like, girl, I'm so stressed. And she was like, I'm trying to find these background singers for B and, you know, for this charity event in New York. And I was like, okay, why don't you just take a break? Did you eat yet? And she said, no. I said, now go get something to eat. Walk away from it for about a good hour or two. I need you to change, and then come back to it with a fresh mind. You didn't eat, you're all right. She's like, all right, that's I'm going to check on you and make sure you did just that. Hung on the phone, she called. About 10 minutes later, you home? I said, yeah, I just got in. Just got back from doing a play. I just walked, literally unpacking. She said, don't unpack. I need you to do me a favor. And I said, what's that, Kim? She said, I need you to go to New York and sing background for B. I said, oh, yeah, sure. I didn't believe her.
Like, girl, man.
I was like, yeah, okay, I'm finna go sing background for Beyonce.
Yeah, okay, girl.
Okay, whatever. And she's like, okay, so the tour manager gonna call you. I said, okay. Later on that night, the tour manager called Al Floyd. He was like, yo, this is Al Floyd. I'm the tour manager for Beyonce. I just need to get the correct spelling of your name and your birthday because we're booking your flight.
You're right.
And I was like,
get ready to
Can you hold, please?
I was like, that's what I did after I hung up the phone. I was like, this is for real gonna happen? I was like, oh snap. Now mind you, a month prior to this happening, my sister was watching Beyonce live at Wembley. I remember coming in the house and I just watched it. I said, I'm gonna work for you one day. And I walked back out.
I got to start speaking some more stuff.
And I walked back out. Not even, that was like, that night, I'm gone that next day in the afternoon.
Oh wow, just like
yeah. So I would then when I got there, I was in rehearsal.
That was like what, 13 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's when she had the guys.
Yeah, because now she all
girls.
Right, all girls. Okay, speaking of girls,
yes.
I have so many questions.
Yes.
What you about to say? You about to say about the speaking stuff? Okay, Tia and
Yes.
the mamas.
Yes.
What are you guys going to do?
That is such a good question. Y'all gotta understand, it's hard because we all three of us live in different states.
Right.
If we lived in the same state, it would be so easy.
No, it would be a problem.
It wouldn't be a problem at all.
No, it would be a problem.
No.
Yeah, it would be a problem.
We would be a
problem.
We would be doing some crazy things.
Harmony wise, I'd be like,
yeah, yeah. It's a situation because each one of us have our own strong personalities. Okay.
That was another question I was going to ask you. Go ahead, finish.
And like Martina has her project, which is amazing. Which is, if you haven't heard Martina Cooper's project, you can go on SoundCloud and listen to it. This song called "You Saved Me," and that thing is so bad. But it's R&B, but she got one gospel on it. Her whole project is just is ridiculous. Her vocals is crazy.
Almost took you out.
I'm such a big fan of Martina. It doesn't make any sense. She's awesome. And Tiffany has her project, and her project is great. And I'm a fan of her. We are a fan of each other, and we were working on a reality show, and it still made.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to say. Right. I was going to say.
Yeah.
I think even through texting you today, I was just like, I like her, and so I think going back and listening to Martina, I was like, these girls have some big personalities. I was watching some stuff today, and I was like, y'all could do reality TV and doing reality and not have it based behind B, but just from like a background vocalist point of view,
right?
You know.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Every time we presented with something and we had a treatment and we put it out there, they always try to pin us against each other.
And I'm about to say, and don't try to make one try
yes,
to be
they tried. They would try to make it be some drama.
Yeah.
I'm drama all by myself.
Right.
Talking together, we drama. We talk, we laugh, we argue, and everything like that. And it was like, but we wanted to bring out the fact that women can be together and not be catty,
right,
and not cuss each other out,
because
but work together.
Because you think about those shows like Escape. Or like R&B Divas, because I was talking to my business manager about you today. I was like, I would love to see you on like R&B Divas.
I would love to see me on that too.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, hint.
Well, You know, Nikki. I know you know Nikki. I know you know Kelly.
I met Nikki
You know Nikki?
twice.
Really?
Yes.
We're gonna do some stuff.
Well, you know I am in the A.
Call it Paul.
Did she say?
Don't forget that one.
But I live
I
in
would
Covington.
love to see, like, I think people would love to see, because even with Mariah, when Mariah had her show and she was doing, like, you know, she was featuring her background dancers a lot.
Like Fantasia's doing hers.
And
That's
then, you
my
know, that
sister.
I was, you know, she a Carolina girl, so I
That's
know,
my
I know her.
sister.
And then, like, the Hamiltons. I feel like Mama's
Yes.
like, you know, I feel like y'all and the Hamiltons.
But see,
and-
here's again the difference. They all stay in the same area. So
Oh,
the thing
man.
is,
Who
when
moving?
people,
Get Martina and Tiffany on the phone. Somebody got to move.
and see, the funny thing is, it's like when when they try or when they present something to us, that's the biggest problem that the networks and everybody have is that y'all all don't stay in the same city.
I'm gonna say that is not enough drama. You know,
It-
dramas get
Or that
made.
could be the drama of somebody missing a flight, or
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
you ain't here. You supposed to be here
But-
last night.
But that thing was, it's going to take more camera crews because then you have a camera
Oh,
crew
yeah,
in
the
Jersey,
budget gonna
then
be
you have a
big.
camera crew in Texas because that's where my team is, and then there's the camera crew here, and then trying to put everything together. They was like, okay, and so it became kind of a kind of sticky situation. We're still working on it though.
That's so
It's still
yummy
working.
though. That's
It's yummy.
That is.
Oh, if they only knew. Now, shout out to all my gyms out there, my gym squad. If you paid attention, if you was following me doing the tours, I was the one doing all the behind the scenes. So I had my phone on all the time in the dressing room, going to everybody's dressing room, backstage. I was getting ready for the tour,
Come
getting
on,
ready for the
executive
stage,
producer.
and everything. So I was always like, yo, what's up? And here we go. So I because I know some people can't come to the concerts, but I want, even if you come to the concert, I want you to have an experience and see what we do and how we prepare, and
So one
that's
more
what it
question
is.
about Beyonce, and then we're gonna slide. Working with her, because we know her to be. She know lights, she know computers,
Yeah.
she know everything, she knows her angles. How was that for you, for her to be such a perfectionist and doing what it is that you do? Did you learn a lot? Did you get on your nerves? Did you know what I'm saying? Did it train you more?
Oh God, yeah. I tell anybody, if you're in this industry, the very best college is out here.
Yeah.
If this is the best, every person that you work with, that's your professor. Go in there thinking, oh man, I done made it. No, go in there learning. Because they can change their mind in a minute.
Ooh,
and
that's
so
good
therefore, you need to learn what you can while you're there. Pick everything up. Go and watch them load in and load out. Watch how they put up the stage. Watch how the lighting people do. Ask questions. Make friends. Because at the end of the day, you have your own gift. You have your own thing that you want to do, and you want to make sure that you know everything there is to know. So me working with her to watch her work ethic and Tyler's, both of them are Virgos.
Woo.
So both of them, their work ethic is
Don't get
crazy.
no better than that.
I mean, I watch how she's the first one there at rehearsal, and she's don't leave. We leave like around 2:00. We in the morning, 2 or 3 in the morning, because our rehearsals are from like 9 until
AM.
Yeah, 9 a.m. until 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and they got to be right back up to go to rehearsal, And so when we're there, sometimes it's like a hurry up and wait, and we're watching, and I'm just sitting there watching her while she's in the middle of the floor with her computer and everybody around her, and she's like, look at this footage right here. You see this angle? I don't like this right here. So if you go ahead, and she's, and everybody got their nose, and I'm like, yo, that's boss.
That's boss.
That's boss, And then to know everything, and then to know how you want your band to look, to know how you want the stage to look, and how many people you think you're going to need to do this, and how, and then going to do videos because you got the content. So you want to make sure you got your video content. And she's doing everything, not resting, and on top of that being a mom, that's a lot of work. But she doing it. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it inspired me to say, God, man, I know that I can do it. I don't want to be on the plateau like she's on, because you don't have a life. It's like you can't go nowhere. And it's like you're a fish and everybody's just looking at you. You know what I'm saying? But what I can take away from it is my work ethic and how to do things and how to teach somebody to do it for their
That's
stuff.
good. And so that's why I was getting ready to change lanes too. So speaking of teaching and you know what I'm saying, everything that you learn and passing it down with brand development. Have you done not brand, artist development? Have you done a lot of artist development?
I'm doing that now because I'm
You are?
yeah. Anybody who's an artist that want to be developed, that's what I do. And my thing
You
is.
My name is Rainy. I came to say in July 28th is my birthday. I drop bars, coming with my car. I drive to Nissan Julius Park in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That needs to be developed.
They hating on you, but they are hating.
So is it? Are you teaching like choreography? Are you going through like A to Z, everything?
From social media to media regular training to vocals and how to be an entertainer. My whole thing is, it's enough singers. Are you an entertainer?
Right.
That's good.
Can you
Because
stand in one spot
now
and entertain?
all these cheering need dancers and
To put on the show for them.
Oh yeah.
they need.
I just want to know, can you stand in one spot and
I
make
mean,
me
I'm talking
cry?
about flat-footed singing.
And it's all right to move, but you got to know when to move. You got to know your blocking. You got to know your audience. You got to know that if you start off with a song and it don't work, you got to learn how to switch it right in the middle of the song to another song that is going to work.
And we're gonna stay in that same key, amen.
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 You're gonna know your
changing
key.
keys.
You gonna know first. You gonna know your key. You ain't gonna get up there and sing a key that you know you can't sing, and then you expect everybody to be like, "Ooh."
And then we be like, "Oh, I was nervous, girl. You don't get a pass."
Ain't no look. Swallow that thing. Nervousness is good though because it gives you that energy. But when I do my artist development, it is just totally like I'm gonna help you get. We gonna do a band. I'm gonna help you get a band together that's gonna best fit you. It's all about a look. I can't stand, people who come up and they band don't look like it's your team. It's not
I tell
just
people
one
all the
person.
time, it's a package.
team. So you got to make sure your package and your image is right. What you
That's
want people to see. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, a lot of y'all get out there and y'all just get up and sing and y'all's great. Y'all got wonderful voices, but is it enough to make somebody say, "Dang, where you gonna be at next week?" You want to leave. You want to plant a seed every time you sing. Plant a seed. Every time you perform, plant a seed so that they can say, "Yo, I gotta see her. Yeah, I got to go and just find her on iCloud or whatever it is. I gotta find it because if not, you're not picking up no fans."
Honey, when you singing that cell, that's how I felt. Who is that up there? Who is that? I was just like, dying.
And I was I was the only one without a song for a while,
Really?
and I was the last one to get a song. Because he didn't write a song. He just said, "You know what? Sing this in rehearsal." He said, "Yes, sing Yes, Jesus Loves Me."
Do you remember? You said Jesus Loves Me?
Yeah, he said, "Sing Jesus Loves Me." I said, "Okay." Then the next day, I sung. He said, "I need you to add in Even Me, Lord." I said, "Okay." And then I sung Even Me, Lord. He said, "That's your song. Combine them two." I said, "All right." And then honestly, I didn't know the impact of that song until we was in LA. He was like, "Do you hear the audience when you sing?" And I was like, "No." He said, "You don't see him?" I said, "There's a big speaker that's right in front of me, and there's a big old God light right there, so I can't see nobody. I'm singing to God the whole time, and that's it." He said, "I'm gonna pause the show just for a second, just so you can hear, because I don't understand why you can't hear. You need to hear." So when I got to that last note, and then he did, I was like, I heard somebody crying. I heard somebody speaking in tongues. I heard the claps, and it was like a standing ovation. And he was just like, "Do you not know you're the only one in here in my play that gets a standing ovation?" We was in Chicago. He said, "How does it feel to have the #1 song in my show?" I was like, "Is it?" He was like, "Yes." And he said, "Because you're so modest, you don't even know."
That's what I'm saying. Like everything about her is just like, "Oh, okay, ooh, child."
No, it's not.
It's like, yeah. I don't
you know what
know.
it is? It's. I be shocked.
But that's genuine. I mean, I
just
love
be
the
shocked.
genuineness behind that. But
And people get mad at me. I'm just shocked because I honestly, I shouldn't probably say this, but I honestly don't believe, when they be like, "Go do a show." I'm like, "Who gonna come and see me?"
Yeah.
They're like, "You don't know people come and see you?" I said, "Who gonna come see me?"
It's modest.
well, we're gonna kill that spirit tonight.
And so therefore,
And I'm opening up with my rep.
so that's why I'm gonna have a show at
You better
St. James
plug yourself
Live
in.
in September. Y'all stay tuned. St. James Live in September.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll be posting it. It's gonna be
Why you ain't came to see me at Old Lady Game?
I got some personal reasons about that.
Yeah. What are you?
We're going to St. James Live. That's the club we covered TK at.
That's at Camp Creek Parkway. Yeah, it's coming up in September.
Okay.
I'm doing a lot of things. My main thing is doing my master classes. I've been doing a lot of them for Berklee College of Music, going to Boston and teaching the up and coming children. Up and coming children is like, you know what? I don't want people to get it twisted about this entertainment business. I've seen a lot, and my whole thing is, before you jump in it wholeheartedly, I need you to understand the rules of the game. I need you to understand when you graduate, it's not gonna jump at you like that. The Bible says you don't work, you don't eat. And some of y'all go out there and y'all use the whole thing of I was sleeping in my car and everything. God don't work that way. He don't work that way. So this is what I say, and most people agree with it, most people don't. In order for you to take care of your plan A, you got to have a plan B. Your plan B is working a job so you can pay for everything and to put money aside for your plan A.
Fund your dream.
So that's what it is. So you have to learn that, A, if nobody's going to give you anything if they don't see you doing something.
Amen. You gotta give them
You see
something
what
to
I'm
work
saying?
with.
You got to give them something to
so
work with.
good.
So a lot of us don't have nothing, but we have a great gift. When you think that when you sing, bam, somebody gonna drop some money in your lap. It don't work that way. They drop it in your lap.
You don't know what to
got
do
to
with
pay that back, and you don't know how they want you to pay it back.
Come
So
on.
here's the thing: be your own boss. Go and take care of what you got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Know about the business, read about the business, get that book by Kashif, everything you need to know about the record industry. Learn about the slip sheets when you go into the studio. Learn about how you need to read a contract and what's the percentages. And some of y'all don't even need managers because y'all ain't got nothing to manage.
Nothing to manage.
What do they manage?
Come on, Chrissy!
So here's the thing.
He's
Get a
trying to
booking
tell
agent.
that I was about to throw this phone at you. Teach the kids today.
Get a booking agent. Get some gigs under your lap. Get some good footage of you so people can see what it is that you have to offer. Then they're going to want you to do some things. You know, this is
And
what
they
I'm
were like,
learning
oh,
on
okay,
the
I can't mess with
road.
her. She a smart girl.
This exactly. They won't be able to take advantage of you and say, here is $1.6 million. And you're like, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. And then they shelve you.
Yep.
Then they shelve you and you trying to figure out, well, I can't sing. And then when you do something, they own a piece of that.
Yep.
When you do a commercial, they own a piece of that because you didn't take time to read the contract.
Get ready to contract. They can
So
use
it's
the
a
likeness however they want you
360.
to.
So they get a piece of everything you got. So you want to go ahead and do a singles deal. It's just things, and this is what I had to teach with all my students. Everybody who I do artist development with, I'm giving you the raw and uncut because I want you to know before you sign on the dotted line and before you sign your life away. Know these things because I've seen it. I've seen it done. And I got some great friends in the industry who just, you know, right now they're trying to get me to move to LA. Come on, my boy Terrell Carter, who's my baby, who's on
Terrell.
Empire. That's my boo. We from the same city, Buff. And I just worked with Jesse Smollett. And
On his new album or something coming
no,
up?
I just did a show with him.
Oh, okay,
Singing
good.
background for him. Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. Here in Atlanta?
No, it was in Virginia.
Okay.
And it was a pleasure and honor working with him. And this is how I am. Well, you gotta be, you just gotta be you and quit trying to be fake. When you fake, you don't get nowhere. Just be you. When you be you, it open up so many doors.
Yeah.
When you're not you, you gotta continue to put up that facade. You gotta continue to do it. I ain't got time for that mess. This is me. You don't like me? Bye. That's it.
Woo. That was so good. I just took in. I'm putting all that in my little.
I hope everybody
file
did.
raw.
Why don't you guys give me a call? Go ahead and call in. Call in if you want to answer a question. Anybody give a number? It's tagged in. It's tagged in if you're on his. When you're on Facebook.
Facebook Live.
Facebook. Yep.
Okay. Well, now that
It's
you.
tagged in if you want.
Yeah.
It's Facebook.
Development.
Come on here.
See, we talked about those
Development.
keys.
She ain't got to do nothing. She'll end up being the one to be a millionaire.
Right.
Huh?
Speak it, Lord. Hello, God.
Well, since you are in a singing mood, so we usually play a game here at Qinthestreets and we kind of throw a song at you and all this other kind of carrying on. But I just kind of just want you to just sing, period. Like, just sing whatever you feel like. I don't feel like playing no games. I just want you to sing.
I want to play the game. again.
Okay, so here at Q in the Streets, we throw a song at you. We really don't
I
throw
don't know
something
no
that's
song.
yours or anything like that. We throw a lot of like nursery rhymes at you, okay?
Okay, throw the nursery.
So we're gonna let
rhymes
Papa Smurf and Rainy Cakes go first.
Yeah, show me how it's done. Show me how it's done.
Okay, well, no, we're gonna throw a song at you. We're gonna sing.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Don't wait. Don't let the devil use you.
See, per my artist development, I was told that I'm not supposed to share my gift.
No, you need to share your gift, Mama. You got one.
Yes! I'm not supposed to share my gift.
But she asked so nicely.
Look, and then they say, now, mind you, I got a cold.
Right, I had a sinus infection 2 years ago. And, my voice ain't what it used to be.
Okay, Papa Smurf, throw Chrissy a song.
I was trying to get away from what
Hold
y'all
on one
always
second. Can you
do.
record your phone?
Because we always ask this one, but
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, I gotta sing it?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, and her feet was white as snow.
Being a woman and going into that lower register, how did you train yourself for that and not come out flat all the time?
I don't know.
Really? That's
You
good.
know, honestly, I don't know. I've always been amazed with the tenor notes and alto and tenor because everybody want to sing high.
Sing high.
Everybody want to be in the rafters.
You give
and
me
I
a good
just
alto
like-
and a raspy alto.
I said,
I'm in love.
that is not what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, do something else right there.
What?
Okay, throw something, Rainy.
Throw something better.
I'm trying to get there too. I don't have any. Twinkle, twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Okay.
Why I held my breath?
I want to. So, are you familiar with?
They over here, so they said, my God, they said sing.
Yeah, a
She's
little bit.
good.
I don't know all the words. Now, I'm not a word person, but I may hum it. I may hum it. I may hum it. Now, first of all, let me tell you this. I did Black Girls Rock. The mamas are the background singers for Black Girls Rock.
Oh, really?
And one season, Layla Hathaway. Now, she wasn't in the rehearsal, so I had to sing the song for her. And when she came in, the very first time I've ever been starstruck, y'all, she walked in, I was, there go Layla.
That's because of her registry.
I was about to say because y'all kids do that
There go
vibe.
Layla. And then here's the funny thing, I'm bugging out for her, and her hairstylist and makeup artist, they were bugging out for me. There go Chrissy. There go Chrissy. They say, you all right, Chrissy? I said, there go Layla. There go Layla. And I was like, ooh. That was the very first time, and I get giddy every time I talk about it because
So she's one of
I
your
just
favorites?
I
Okay, well,
love
that
her.
means you know I'm coming back then, right?
Yeah, I know a little bit. I know a little bit.
No.
He can sing. Don't let the smooth taste fool you on this one over here.
What, how'd it go again?
I don't know.
Why you let the devil use your Rico?
The devil got to.
Go ahead and tell the song again. What was the song?
I don't remember.
The Layla Hathaway song.
I'm coming back.
Okay.
Was it
Never dreamed that it would be like this.
never dreamed like this? Never knew that I would never miss. Was it?
I've been thinking.
I've been thinking about the way it was, how we used to share each other's love. I can feel you calling out to me. There's something is what I see.
Ooh, I just felt like I was at a Tony Braxton death slip right
I
into
was
some
gonna
Tony.
ask her to do Tony next.
Ooh, that
That's
was
my
some
song.
Tony.
Mine is, I'm coming back just to give you my love. Loving you is the best thing I can do. Ooh, I'm coming back just to give you my love. And loving you is the best thing I can do. Ooh.
That Lord is just so sick. I'm about to.
I love Halo. Oh, Layla. Oh, Jesus.
That's yeah, my
Okay, well I guess it's my turn. So my song isn't I always do this. So my song isn't like a nursery rhyme or anything. I always tell people to make a Q in the Streets jingle. So if you want to run
Q
it,
in the Streets?
Yeah, it's Q in the Streets. However you feel.
Whatever words come to your
Whatever
mind.
comes.
So I gotta do with some music.
I ain't got no music.
I ain't got no music.
I got it. Like what song do you want to do?
It don't matter. Q in the streets, coming at you when you need someone to listen to. Listen to Q in the streets.
That's it.
Oh, coming at you with all of my people. You want something new? Go ahead and tune into WTNTradio.com is waiting for you.
Hey!
That was the best one today.
Yeah. We gotta go on Love Relationship for like 2 minutes. But no, we can at least throw the question out there.
That's kind of a joke.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes left.
I know.
What's
but
the question?
Yeah, at least throw it out there. We're not gonna throw a question out
What's
there.
the question?
No, it's a segment, but it's a,
So we do. So here at Q in the Streets, we have a love and relationship segment, and we just kind of throw out a love relationship question.
Hurry up and throw it.
That's what I said.
Hurry up. I can give you a quick answer.
Yeah, quick little answer. Come on. We're gonna top one. Okay, so Papa Smurf, everybody going to Papa Smurf's love and relationship. She knows her no.
This topic today, it actually came from me
Just saying they love you.
watching movies, and I stumbled across the movie Mr. Mom. So it got me to thinking, because
Yeah.
my son just had his second baby, and thinking about the millennials and the way that they think. The question is simply, in the new day and age, do you think that it's okay for the woman to be the breadwinner while the man stays home to raise the kids?
Okay, just call me old-fashioned, but I do believe the man should be at least there. He need to be working as well. I don't believe in this new millennium stuff because, to me, the man gonna get upset because you're gonna be calling the shots, and he does not have the power anymore. So that's what's going on with the men in the world. For me, I feel as though they're losing power. So when they lose it in the home, they try to get it in the streets.
Yep.
So that's why we have all this crime. That's why this stuff is going on. It's like, you know what? It's all right to work together. It's called teamwork, people. You got to be a team in parenting this own. And everybody need to go. The child gonna be all right. You got a mother. If you don't have a mother, you got a grandmother, you got an auntie, somebody to help watch your children. If you do not, believe in the daycare system because so much is going on.
Ooh, Father.
But I tell you what, one work during the day while the other one is at home, and then they switch positions. You go ahead and work at night while that one stay home with the baby. You got to make a compromise. But for the man to be at home,
to just be sitting at the house,
and being Mr. Mom, okay, that's cute. But then go ahead and get you a job working from home. Then you got to contribute something.
I say, girl, put your skirt on. If you want to be at the house, put your skirt on.
Well, If the
If the skirt fit.
If that's what you
What's going on at your house?
I have the same sentiments. Ain't nothing going on in my house.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
what would be? Would you allow that?
I feel the same way as Chrissy. It's just, I don't understand how a man would be comfortable staying at home.
Yeah.
Because I'm old school as well. And it's just like, I do believe that the man is the head of the household.
That's
you know
right,
what I'm
come
saying?
on.
Like, I'm not going to say you're the breadwinner because a lot of women are taking over, as far as being the breadwinner, but both parties are working because how many men out here can say that they're comfortable with having a stay-at-home wife? Like, women are still working. So it's not like you get into a marriage and she just quits her job. She's still working. So if
everybody
you
trying to be kept these days.
well, yeah, but if you're not willing to keep your wife, why do you think she should keep you? Then also, I think I said it on another love
Come on, preach,
relationship.
honey.
It's just like men these days, they want to be the man and the woman.
talk about how the men these days, they want you really to take care of them, and that's why I'm single. Because
Yeah.
I don't take care of no man.
It's
you
like-
just told me no.
They just
You found no man on the road?
Listen,
All these cities you be in?
and countries, no. I'm not like that. I have to keep. That's how I stay.
Yeah.
The way I am.
They want you to take care of them,
Yes.
and then they want to call the shots and be
Girl.
like, I'm the man, and it's like, but you acting like.
Listen though,
woman.
girl.
Yeah.
Look, I had this one guy had the nerve to say, you know what? You know I got this bill that need to be paid. Excuse me.
What? Por qué?
What happened? I said,
No, I'm like,
well,
English.
no, how about this? I said, so when you gonna pay it?
I
You
wrote
on
you
the
back and
road.
said, asshole.
I know you on the road and everything, and we a team. I said, First of all, I just met you. You're not even a permanent fixture. So therefore, I don't even understand where this question came from. Matter of fact, don't call me no more. I don't have a problem with dismissing people. Anytime a man go ask you to do something and they ain't gave you nothing, they ain't try to help you pay a bill or take you out to eat or anything like that, take you to a movie. I'm just talking about Red Lobster. I'm talking about some other spots,
Yeah.
some places to show you who you are.
Right.
We get women now are letting men go by. They're letting them run over them because
Right.
they don't want to be alone.
Right. But you want to know what I don't get?
What you don't
But
get, girl?
This is why I'm single, because men think that you can buy me. Like, you can't take me out to eat. With or without you, I'm going to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Come on.
So you taking me out to eat
Don't
does
mean
nothing
that.
for me. So it's like I'm taking care of
What
myself.
about car note though? Car note?
Oh, this is my thing. Will it help?
Oh,
Yes, it will. But
help.
once again,
It will help.
I'm taking care of every bill I have
Yeah.
on my own. It's like, bring more to the table than trying to cape me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what else can you bring to the table? Because once again, with or without you, my bills are going to be paid.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat whatever shoes I want. I'm going to buy
Now
it.
when you eating, are you cooking?
Sometimes I'm not the best cook, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But I can read really good. So if you give me a nice
A
cookbook,
little
can't-
Facebook,
yeah.
little Facebook meal.
I mean, they
Maybe.
I can't cook. They gonna have to cook.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to fall in love with
What?
Chef. I would
No,
love to
you
fall in
expect
love with
him.
Chef.
First of all, I'm on the road all the time.
Yeah. You cannot
Second of all,
switch it.
let me tell you how it is. If you go ahead and cook, you best believe the house gonna stay squeaky
Spotless,
clean, because
right.
I am a cleaner. Even when the
Yeah.
house is not dirty, I'm
still
cleaning.
finding
It's
stuff.
like for real. I'm finding. My daughter say it all the time. My
just
God, you
finding
just
something.
what? Ain't nothing to be clean. What you cleaning? I said, listen, I seen a piece of hair. That means the whole house is dirty.
I know that's right. Flipping it upside down. My mom,
Listen.
something won't fold in my house. My mom coming and take out all the clothes out the drawers and flip all the stuff on the bed. It was one shirt that won't fold it, and you flip over all these drawers in here.
So it's something. It's something.
Everything
I'm
was going
so-
on in your house.
Yeah. What's going on?
Definitely not that.
So-
I do think now, honestly, the funny thing about it is, Rainey normally plays devil's advocate.
Yeah.
She always tries to, well, she not tries to, she always straddles the fence to try to be objective on both sides. And I guess for me, I'm going to do that today. In watching Mr. Mom, as I said, that was the inspiration behind the topic. I think that the guy can be just as efficient as the woman would have been had she been home. And having two small kids, sometimes I think that the father being more included in the children's life, like to that level, especially in their early years, it teaches them a little more structure. Because if you pay attention, a lot of kids are disrespectful to their mothers.
Very.
And their mothers are the ones raising them in the house at that moment, because they spoil them in a sense, so they kind of pacify them. But if the dad is there, he's more stern and he's more strict. So I think that in the beginning years, if that
Look
was,
at Rainey's face.
I'm just saying, I'm playing devil's advocate. I think that if that was the situation and he was able to stay home and you were able to go out and work, that it would
Let
be
me
a
tell you
successful
something.
thing.
Watch, my mama tore our ass up. So at school or anything, my mom was the one that'd be like, "We about to call your mother," and then we about to get straight. My dad would be like, "Child, you call my dad." You know, so my mother was a disciplinary in our
I
house.
don't feel that way. I don't feel like they disrespect their mom because she spoils them or whatever. I do feel like mothers are more nurturing. But let's go back to working. You have a mother who probably has a full-time job and she gets out work and still is a full-time parent. And you have a father who has a full-time job, but usually when he comes in, and I can't speak for everyone's household, but he's not as attentive as the mother. So
That's the majority.
yeah, I feel like that was my household, but I couldn't speak for anyone else's. But it's just like he was there, but my mom was like, "Did you do your homework? Clean this up. You know, here's dinner." Like she's been at work all day, so she's still having a full-time job. So I don't still see the need for a man to switch roles to say, "Well, let me stay at home so the child can be disciplined." Because I was disciplined when my mama went to work and when she came home. So I don't see why he can't work.
Yeah. Well, as for me in my house, well, the people in my house, we do the same stuff. So everybody going to work over here.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody. We not split no bills, and we not playing those games.
First of all, I don't want to get with nobody who don't want to work.
Yeah,
because if I
Come
was to
on.
get with a man right now and he was like, you don't got to work, I don't have to, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
I want my own. You
But
know what I'm saying?
some women like the fact they want to be the housewife, and I respect that. If you want to be the housewife and you want to make sure your house is clean, the food is cooked, and everything is in its proper spot, and that's what you choose to be in life, I don't knock it. But at the end of the day, there's these movies that you see that when a woman gives up everything for that man,
She
and then the
loses
man moves on to something else,
You
or
lost.
something
You
tragic
lose yourself. Yeah.
may happen, then you don't know where to go because you haven't built anything for yourself.
All you know is
All
him.
I gotta say is women build something for
Right.
yourself, and men too, because women out here are trifling as well.
Right.
Sometimes the man gotta be home because the woman is doing some trifling stuff, and they gotta bring some structure and order to the house. So it's
Right.
like it's kind of it's both sides going on.
I think
know your mate.
what gets me is that I hate having to depend
Watch that
on somebody.
representative.
Like, I hate having to depend on anyone. It's one thing to have a husband and he's just giving because he wants to, and me saying, I want to go shopping. Babe, can you give me money? I got to go to the grocery store. I need you. Like, I can't move throughout my day without
Unless
your
I ask
consent
you.
or
Yeah.
without your approval. That's not how I can maneuver. Even if you say, Rainey, here's the car, it's still your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be
I just
able
feel like
to
when
have
people do
my
that,
own.
I know my
Yeah,
head
you're
every
controlling,
time.
and that might just
Be
be
like,
me
ooh,
being
I want you to
paranoid.
Like that movie called Enough.
Yeah.
So when does the representative leave? You said watch that representative. How long?
I believe that a person, when you
6
first
months?
meet somebody, no.
The first 2 months.
I'm gonna tell you right here. I have a
6
friend
years.
who he was dating his now soon to be ex-wife. They were dating for a very long time before they got married, and even during that whole the whole fiance and stuff like that. He said, as soon as he said "I do," the representative left, and the new person came. And see, some people are very good at holding that representative because everybody don't show you who they are in the very beginning. You always get a representative. And then sometimes you can tell who, some of them don't know how to play it well, but you got some masters, and they do all up until you say "I do," and then as soon as you go to the house or after the honeymoon, you like,
Who
is
are
this?
you?
Right.
Because he was just like, yo, Chrissy, everything changed. Her daughter moved in with the baby. Now we watching the baby. The baby. I was like, wait a minute, what happened? But now it's too late. I'm already in it.
Nah, I still feel
And
like
now
you
she
put a
like,
foot
you know
down,
what
though.
you do. Well, now all of a sudden, me being a musician and what I do is not good enough.
Yeah,
She
the
talking
problem.
about, I got a 401k. What you got? Now everything is I now. I was like, yo. He said, everybody brings a representative to the game. So you got to learn how to see. You got to open up your eyes. It's all right to be in love, but don't be blind all the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Ooh. Chrissy, we have enjoyed you tonight.
I enjoyed you guys.
So much wisdom, so much love.
Q in the streets.
Q in the
Hey.
streets. For coming
Thank
by.
you. Y'all be my friends. Y'all my friends on Instagram and
We're gonna
the
make
social
sure we
media,
make it
the
all
real
happen.
Chrissy
If not,
Collins,
we
real
can fix
Chrissy
that
Collins.
now.
So for everybody who's
CRISSY.
listening, I'm about to say, repeat it again for everybody who's listening.
Instagram is real Chrissy Collins.
I do got one more question.
And mine is
When are we getting some new music?
it's in the works now. I am
Okay.
so excited.
Okay. We better be
You hear the
one of the,
vibrato? You know what?
we better be
Yeah.
one of the first stops.
Y'all,
Yes,
look
yes,
out.
yes.
Look out. It's some great music that I'm doing. I am loving the people who I'm working with. And not only that, I am going to have a couple more concerts here in Atlanta, and it's going to be hot. And I'm doing a master class here too. So Q in the
Let
Streets
us know.
is going to know everything. So y'all just, keep
Yes.
keep tuning in.
Look at her. You're going to be an artist,
Artist
before you know it.
development. What's up?
And if you want artist development, you want vocal lessons, you guys can hit me up. My email address is collinsmusiccmc@gmail.com. That's COLLINS musiccmc@gmail.com. Y'all can hit me up there and tell me what you want to do. We can make this thing happen. I don't want y'all to get lost in the sauce. I want y'all to know exactly what you're getting yourself into. So y'all hit me up.
I want to hit that Tony Braxton.
She be grandma, so I'm like, get out your throat. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. So the party is still continuing, but make sure you follow us on all our social media sites. That's at Q in the Streets.
Yep.
Where can they find you?
At Pizza Cakes _
And Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf 1992.
Yep.
All right. Yes, for the ad-libs. Alright guys, y'all can follow me everywhere. That's at QuentinHarris21. Follow all our social media sites at Qinthestreets. And remember guys, you have another opportunity to chase your dreams.
Yes.
And don't let nobody tell you what you can't do, because dreams are real.
They are.
Keep it locked each and every Tuesday right here on WTNT's 107.7.
Killing the streets.